Police just identified two teenagers as murder suspects in another deadly pot shop robbery. And detectives are now searching for 16-year-old Montrell Hatfield and 15-year-old Marshawn Jones. They are accused of killing 29-year-old Jordan Brown at the Tacoma pot shop where he worked. That is where Fox 13's John Hopperstad is for us this morning with more on the reaction from both loved ones and lawmakers. Hi, John.
Hi, Liz. Yeah, not a lot of easy answers here, and the problem appears to be getting worse. We've had nearly 80 pot shop robberies since the start of the year, and here at World of Weed, the owner says this shop's going to remain closed until he feels it is safe enough to open back up. GoFundMe up to $26,000 right now for Jordan Brown. As you can see, the memorial growing to him here outside the entrance as it is spurring action at the state and local levels. On Monday, the state liquor cannabis board holding a round table with retailers, law enforcement, state leaders. They're trying to come up with some solutions, and some ideas include creating two-door entries into pot shops. They think that'll make it safer, standardized training for employees in how to handle robberies, and then tax credits to provide armed security to pot shop owners. Some business owners, though, turning to private armed security already, but many can't afford it.
Can afford are already doing it. And I'll tell you, we're doing it right now, and we don't know that we can afford it. We're just doing it because you have to do it. To do it for the rest of the year or until there's some change, what would make sense in my head is for there to be some, state support until the ability to get cash out of the stores is a reality.
And the biggest issue remains that the federal government continues to consider marijuana as a controlled substance. That makes these cash-only businesses, and that makes them targets as well. A King County councilmen are also pushing for a task force to come together to come up with some solutions. One of his ideas is to take about $5 million out of marijuana tax revenue and provide it to stores like these for armed security, or at least pay for police patrols to continue to come around in these areas, especially at night. We're live at Tacoma. John Hopperstad, Fox 13 News.